Good morning everybody. Camino Frances, day 16. I'm not even going to count yesterday. Yesterday was a rest day, but we walked from one side of Burgos to the other just so that Alan could drop me off in the morning, save a little bit of time. Felt it was only right to actually walk the miles that were going to be discounted in the morning. So we did 8 miles, but I didn't really count that because I was with my buddies. So today Alan's just dropped me off and I'm walking down past the park that we walked through yesterday. There's a beautiful river in there, oh, with like green weed in the bottom, and it really does look quite magical. Buff was running in and out and having a great time. So I think it's about 13 miles today, and Alan's going to actually pick me up from a village called Hornilos and then drive me to a campsite where we'll spend the night, hopefully, if we can get in, and then drop me back there in the morning and I can continue on my little quest. So I'm just crossing the road here on these, I mean it's not, there's no cars coming, but these zebra crossings, you just step out and just the cars just magically stop. So let's see what we've got in order today. I think it's going to be fairly flat, so should get some good time going. Bad way to start a Wednesday morning, is it? And it's lovely, just parkland everywhere right throughout this city. I like Burgos. I was a little bit underwhelmed with most of the buildings apart from the cathedral, but I like all the parkland. It feels quite natural, gets you off the roads and stuff. Lots of people cycling, big university town, but it's huge. It just goes out and out and out into the countryside, and I think it must be, Alan was saying today, one of the first stops when people get off the ferry at Bilbao and they're heading south, because there were so many motorhomes parked up, and I imagine that's why. It almost feels like a monastery garden or something here. I think there is a monastery somewhere, but with the walls around and everything. It's lovely. Morning everybody. Day 17, I think, or 18, 17 I think, of Camino Frances. I'm here at a little village called Hornilos del Camino. About 8 o'clock in the morning. See the sun coming up over the hill behind me, and it's going to be warm, even though it isn't warm now. So I'm setting off to a place called, once again, apologies for the pronunciation, but something like Castagiz or Castahiz. So I think it's going to be a good day. We had a very, very relaxed day yesterday, which was nice. Look at this, a little meeting point there. Isn't that nice? You can just see all the pictures of the pilgrims on the wall. There's a couple of albergues in the village, but buenos dias. Gracias. Ultra. But yeah, it's oh, that's lovely, that. Yeah, just a quiet little place. We parked just off the road. Nobody bothered us. I managed to get a load of washing done. Yeah, it was fab. I think this is somebody I know up ahead. Tell you about the Meseta, which is the bit that I'm walking now. It's meant to mean tabletop, and they complain that it's really boring because it's flat and devoid of anything. Well, it ain't flat. They're all lying. There are hills. Yeah, you can see the path stretching out before you for a long time, and the stops for coffee are very few and far between. But no, I can honestly say, as your reporter from the Camino, that this is a hill. So you heard it first here. It's about 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that, and it's already getting hot. I'm gonna have to stop and take my clothes off. Not all of them, obviously. I think I'm far enough away from civilization that I wouldn't get arrested. But I don't think it's really in the spirit of the Camino to be walking naked. So this is the dreaded Meseta, and I have to say, it's glorious. I love it. We've got a slight breeze going. Yeah, it's relatively flat. There are hills, but some people, I don't know whether they walk further because it's flatter and that's what does their heads in. But a lot of people absolutely hate this part of the Camino, and they may even end up getting buses to go forward. Sorry, you were a little bit tilted then. Which I think is such a shame. You've been surrounded by little birds going in and out among the crops and wheeling and that. It was a long way to get to the first stop today, but I think everybody was so very grateful to get there. And do you know what, it's just like one of the highlights is seeing people that you know and new people that you didn't know you knew, but you've said hello to them on the path. So, you know, it's getting me out of myself, I think, realising that this isn't, you may be walking alone for a lot of the time, but it's not a solitary exercise walking the Camino. We're all here for each other. There's a lovely Aussie girl, or she might be New Zealand, sorry, and she was taping up people's legs this morning. You know, there are the Korean boys who, you know, are walking with strapped up knees and gosh knows what. So yeah, we're all looking out for each other, and it's a good feeling. Piece of road, a new piece of, well, it's not even road, path, to keep all the pilgrims safe. Nice, that, isn't it? Good morning, everybody. I'm here in Castorojos, just about to walk up the steps into the sleepy town here. Got about 15 miles to walk today. I think it's day 17 or 18. Everything's starting to be a bit of a blur, but it's lovely. I'm starting to make a few connections here, which I didn't think was my bag, but I thought I'd be a solo walker. But it's just nice to cross people's paths. Nice. So anyway, a little bit of a climb coming out of here today, and then we're on the flat. Bit of a blooming climb getting up to the main road. So yeah, so it's only about 7:30. Sun's already up. Don't think I'm on the right road yet. Oh, I think I've got to go up another set of steps. And then I think it's going to be a warm one today. So let's see where we end up. Pretty little town, this Castorosius. Three churches are like line this is the main street, and this is the end church. The first church that we stopped at on the way in, it's St Mary of the Apple, and seemingly Mother Mary appeared to Santiago perched in an apple tree, and he jumped on his horse so fast that the horse left a hoof print in stone, and that stone is still preserved outside the church. So, and there's still an apple tree outside the church too. So there you go. Even though she was alive when he was alive, but hey ho. Busier than I expected already. I think everybody knows that it's going to get very warm today, even though it's quite cool now. There's big groups of pilgrims already out there. I'm not sure, but I think that big squiggly path that goes up the hill, I think that's ours. Because as I say, we have got a bit of a climb today, but it doesn't matter. You just put one foot in front of the other until you get there. That's how you do it. But it'll be a great view from the top, I guess, because it's just such a beautiful morning. I keep sort of walking and feeling so grateful that I can get up and do it every day, and that my body is still saying, okay, that's fine. Maybe this is the amount of exercise I should be doing every day. I don't know. I'm just going to stand to one side because the town council vans are coming round. Oh, going up there. Okay, so I'll see you at the top. Up the hill. It's a 12% incline for a kilometre, it said. I came to the top here and thought it was the top, and it ain't the top. So it's sort of a bit of a metaphor for life, really, isn't it? When you've got something hard that you've got to deal with, you just got to dig in and not look too far ahead. Just put one foot in front of the other. Keep going. If you need to stop and rest. But know that hill's still in front of you. A little bit of stoic philosophicism for a Friday morning. I'm just really hoping that when I get around the corner that is the top of the hill. But I've got a feeling it isn't. But it's okay. Corner. And who should we see? Hi! Hi, how are you?
Because we were talking about
you.
you.
Well, I could see a van and I thought, oh, it must be a food truck.
Yeah, you know how many people came up this hill thinking, I wonder if they're selling anything.
Yeah. So I'm just near the little village of Boadil, del Camino or whatever it is. They have nice little rest areas here, just along the way, just so that people can stop and rest. So that's exactly what I've done. I've stopped and I've had a little drink. I've got my shoes off. I've got about another 3 miles to go. Alan says that he'll set off as soon as I do, so we'll meet on the way. My legs are tired. It's been a long old day, but I'm keeping going. I had a nice chat with a lady called Julia from Ireland. She lives in Dublin, so that was nice today. Helped eat up a few miles while you're chit-chatting away and your feet are still moving, and you know how it is. Nice little breeze, although it's very warm. So I just consider myself again to be incredibly lucky, because it's not raining, it's not freezing, you know, people are nice, and I'm doing this so far. You know, I'm hoping that I'll get all the way there, but who knows? Nobody knows. Come a little bit breezy, which is lovely. I'm just coming through a place called Boadilla del Camino. I stopped, as you saw, for a little drink of water, met up with Liz again, and I think I've probably got about an hour left. Alan and Buffy are coming to meet me along the way, and I believe that there are some canals along here, which might be quite nice. Or this is the canal. How lovely is that? It's just a little oasis of life, really, isn't it? And I think Alan's gonna have a walk up. Oh, clearly they have boats more here. Alan said he'd have a walk up along the canal, which will be nice for Buff. St James's Way on a boat. Now that sounds like a damn good idea, doesn't it? €2 for a reduced pilgrim. I think I'm a reduced pilgrim. But anyway, no, I'm not. I'm an empowered pilgrim. Not that far to go. Probably about 45 minutes, something like that. But we've come a long way today. I think maybe the other side of that hill or somewhere. But isn't it beautiful? So ladies and gents, if you're thinking of walking the Camino de Santiago and you want to do the Camino Frances, don't listen to them nasty old guidebooks that tell you to jump into a taxi as soon as you get to the Meseta, because it's long and it's boring. It's just beautiful. I mean, it might be a bit horrible and hot if you set off at 11 o'clock in the morning in August, but here I am in April, and got a fresh breeze blowing. There's water flowing beside us, productive hills and fields over there. I just think it is beautiful. So that's just my own thoughts, but you know, there you go. Look at this, who's come to see me? Ooh, doo. Come on, let's go see your dad. Here's a good girl. Here's a good girl. Come on. Oh. Oh. What a greeting. Hello. Hello. How are you? I'm alright. Look, I've tilted my camera.
Yeah.
Well,
Enjoy the crowd now.
yeah, there you go.